get right to meteorologist Evan Stewart, who's joining us now. Evan, we're talking about that flooding risk, that rain potential. That's really the main thing that we're focusing on now that the severe weather has kind of moved out of the area.
That's right, and we still have the potential for some stronger thunderstorms later today, but we really are transitioning now to the rain coming up over the next few days, and we'll have rounds of rain. It's not going to rain the entire time, but we will see some heavier downpours. As a matter of fact, here's the rain chances over the next 5 days, and you can see here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we have high rain chances, and that's really the big concern because all of that rain has to work its way down the rivers, down the white, down the green and the blue rivers, down into the Ohio. So as all of that runs down, that water level has to come up, and it takes a few days for all of that to start to happen around the area. So the entire area is under a flood watch. This goes until 8 a.m. on Sunday. So this goes through today, tomorrow, into Saturday and Sunday. And because we have the potential for these rounds of heavy rains moving through. So we have weather impact alerts right through Sunday because we are looking at the potential for those strong thunderstorms that will eventually lead to the flooding. Even if you don't have a severe thunderstorm, just that additional rainfall on top of the rain that's already fallen could cause that flooding issue. And already we've had some reports of some of the, some roadways having some standing water on them, especially from some of the heavy rain that we've seen. So make sure you have a way to receive your weather alerts because they certainly were important last night. So we have this front that's stalled across the area on the south side of it. That's where we're seeing all of the energy, and that's where we're seeing some of the big thunderstorms, especially as you get close to southern Kentucky. You can see some of the bigger thunderstorms there, and these were some areas that had some heavy rain earlier this morning. Hasn't seen much in the way of rainfall here as you get north of the river up into Indiana, but as you get southward, that's where we've seen some of the heaviest of the rain. And we do have some flood warnings that are out there. This goes until 11:45 just about everywhere. South of 64, so Anderson, Breckenridge, Bullitt, Grayson, LaRue, Marion, all under that flood warning. And then we have one a little bit farther to the south here that includes Greene and Hart and Marion and Metcalf. That's until 9:45 tonight. And that, I think, is where we're really going to see some of the heaviest of the rain focus right now. Through Adair County, we have some of that real heavy rain right around Columbia, and that's continuing to work its way eastward. So the weather headlines, we're transitioning into a significant rain event. Everything adding up as we go through the next several days, getting us close to 6 to 10 inches of rain. 6 on the low end, 10 maybe a little bit more, and that's why we're looking at the potential for that river flooding. So through this afternoon, we'll continue to see the heaviest of the rain off towards the south, slowly lifting northward. And as this storm starts to lift northward and as the cold front sort of wavers back and forth a little bit, we'll see the potential for some stronger thunderstorms once again. And that batch will move out, say about 6 o'clock, but it won't be long before it's replaced by another batch of some rain later this evening. And that's sort of the forecast over the next couple of days. Tomorrow morning should be dry for most areas, and then that front sort of lifts a little bit more towards the north. And I think tomorrow, as we get into the afternoon and evening, it's going to be Indiana that sees some more of the heavier rain. So that sort of lifts northward, and the front sort of wavers back south as we head into the day on Saturday. So more rounds of rain as we go into the weekend, and it doesn't look like it's going to change until we get into Sunday. That's when this pattern will finally start to break, and we'll finally see some sunshine. But until then, we're looking at the rain. As far as severe potential, as we go into this afternoon, again, mainly in the southern tier counties, mainly south of Louisville, where we're under a level 2 risk for severe weather. But right now, it's cloudy outside, 67 at the airport, 66 in Bowman, Dew Point coming in at 59 degrees. So it's still a little bit humid out there. So weather impact alert next couple of days, 74 on Friday, 76 Saturday, 60 on Sunday. This pattern finally breaks. And we're looking at sunshine and cooler temperatures next week with highs in the 50s.